Today, I would like to introduce a database that is called Phenomodifier. So what we can use this website to do something useful for our research. Of course, we all know that the phenotype is decided by the gene. When the gene was modified, then there is another phenotype. Maybe it's the disease. So knowing the relationship between modifier and the phenotype variant is critical importance. There is a lot of research. Every person concentrates on one modifier and one phenotype. So it's very essential to integrate all of them into one and website. So that is Phenomodifier. Okay, let's go on. So as for today, I would like to introduce many depends on these seven parts. So firstly, what is genetic modifier? So just like what I will just talk about, a modifier genes is the gene that was altered by something. Maybe it's epigenetic, like there is a lot of epigenetic modification, right? Phosphorylation, oh, sorry, and other kinds of things, like methylation. Okay. But modifier is more complex than epigenetic because as for the epigenetic modification, there is already the database. There's already the website for you to use. So, um, but there is still some challenge, right? You want to integrate so many things. There must be something that is already being investigated, that is written on the paper, but there is still a lot of phenotype or the and the disease that is not totally investigated that are associated with the disease. And another part is this one provide this is the useful. I can say this is the advantages. It provides a comprehensive overview of human genetic modifiers. A comprehensive. This thing is not just simply say it includes something or didn't include something. It's a comprehensive. So it needs to integrate all of the data, even that is not written in the paper. So, how do we find or how we collect the data in this modifier? So, firstly, there is already some published paper in for our biochemical research. It is very popular in PubMed, right? So this is the PubMed paper. So you search the PubMed and you can find some keywords and you can use some keywords and you can get a lot of papers and some of them are free, right? And um, which things looks very tough. Read the paper one by one carefully. I think it's not a good choice for you to do that. Maybe use some software like Python, like machine learning. You can gain a lot of get a lot of information you want. Reading all the papers is totally crazy. And you can't just use the data directly. You must do some review, reverse the data, and track down the evidence, modify the genes and variants, and get some target device. And you must sort different kinds of disease, and you will find what you really need. Secondly, you need to classify all of the data. Someone that is related to this, someone is related to that, and someone have a close relation, and someone is totally different, and you need to discuss some bad data. That is very important because if you don't give a very classified data, no people would like to see that. You can't sell out your idea, right? And there is already some database source that is based on is very popular as a GWAS, right? Genome Weld Association Study. Using the GWAS data, you can find a lot of useful information. So based upon this, you can get a lot of data, but you must be better or something you have and they didn't have. So this is very important. Or you want to use the data as a database, as a source, as a tool to solve your problem. It's very important. And also there is some according some mouth and east, which seems very different to our humans because what we care about us, we care about our disease. We didn't care about mouth or east, but they have the genetic similarity. The similarity means some kinds of the function is totally the same or nearly the same. So that we called mouse is Drosophila, the animal model, because we can't investigate disease directly by our in our humans, right? So there must use some precise because you want to build a website, you must know about the some about how to build the a database or UR, interface of the website. Uh, some technique about a computer, yeah, is very important. And you want some kinds, if you want to make the different animals like yeast, but make their data into our and solve our problems like human, you must use something like BLAST. What is the BLAST? BLAST is a comparison and find something the same. The more same the similarity will be better. That is based on our thinking that the sequence depends on the function in some way, in some level. That is the first level. As for the proteins, there is a different construction of the amino acid, and you can find it, right? So AMBL or NCBI is always a very big database. NCBI come from America, and EMBL is from Europe. It's very popular. And another, there is third, another is from Japan, and it can provide information a lot of things. And the modifier were loaded into MySQL. What is MySQL? As a like a software like your office and something. It can do with your data and provide some website. And this is the realization how to make everything happen. So firstly, you cut the data. You use our method to precise the data using MySQL, and you can build a website. I don't know about the details about how to build a website, but I know about how to make the data the realization. But you didn't need to care about that details. What's really important is how to use the Phenomodifier. Okay, it can be divided into three parts. Let's come directly. So there is a lot of content, a lot of records based upon already published paper. There are 3,078 records of modifier information and modifier variants and modifier genes study on mice, is and a lot of things. As you can see in the picture, there is the different comparison, constitution of the, but you did find there is a lot of data because there, if you want to make your be more comprehensive or used more widely, you must have enough data. Besides, you must update your data in the later time so that you can make your website more useful and it did not be forgotten by the users. Oh, all right, if you didn't update, you will be lost. So that's the key important is how to use that. All right, you already know how it was based and what this website was used to show it. But the key for you is the interface, how to use it. So it's very simple. There is only three part: home, search, and help. But what's really important to you or people for your researchers is search. The search can be divided into three parts: the disorder, gene, variant, and the content can be divided into five parts: content and everything. So as for the statistics of the phenomodifiers, and the modifier genes around 840 43 and a lot of variant records, a lot of data. And maybe you think it's not too much, but if it is a bit depends on one paper, you need to a lot of time to deal with it and find what you want. I guess uh, if the research goes on, the data will be more and more, growing very faster. But the key is based upon the existing research, what we can do for some research that we don't know, or do something for the researchers who want to deal with some problem. It is very, very important. So this is the example search by disorder. Like this cystic fibrosis, there is around uh, so many records. And if you research, put the key information of the disease, disorder, you can get the disorder information, the modifier statistics. Look, as for the modifier effect, there is so much, and at each one there is a number. You can click it and get what you want. And another, you can get the modifier gene, variant, effect tab, and the modifier effect, and so on. So as I just say, there is three part: gene, uh, gene information. If you see bad genes like this gene, the gene that is related to, or this gene was modified. So what kind of disease can be happen? You can see a lot of gene number, gene ID, and the modifier states is very similar to that. The key is the effect type. What's the effect of the gene was modified? Expressively, the expression was extend or something, the order on-site time. This is very important because you want to know the modifier, what the modifier can do. So you modify the genes and get the phenotype you want or reverse. This is very important. Okay, you can also get a lot of details about the genes, the effect type, the abstract. Another example is the bad variant. The variant is the final product. So you find search bad variant and you can get what? You guess. You can the variant was called from what genes? Like this one is TYK2 and modifier statistics. Okay. You can get a lot of details which is very similar to number two. I don't want to give any details. It can get the target disease because the three part is so close to each other, but you have the question from different part, different angle, but it can also your problems as part of it. So what is the advantage of this one? So the genetic factors. Just I want to make a brief summary. So you use modifier genes, you can get a modifier effect. Just like the genetic factors can in fact influence the phenotypic variant. I don't want to say so much because it is the first comprehensive resource. The first is always important, okay? And there is 1,000 published articles. It's very hard it takes a lot of time for me to read one paper, okay? And it extends east and other animals to humans, which is very important. It is imaginal. Just I can't use very good words, but it's so good. And it also integrates GWAS data, as I always said, and it brought the scientific and clinical research and find the potential genetic modifiers and results. So as for the development, and I will say um, there is continue to act to cure experimental widen the data. Whether this data is really important because you can't just simply rely on the information or their information without doing the real examination. You want to use it. This is the good prediction, but you still need to do some results by yourself. So you need to, if there is some results that some data that's not verified by results, you must do it by yourself. And you can extend this can extend it, connect it to more database that is and so you can use it to solve more problems because there is already some relevant database if you can comprehend all of them together or use to make it more easier, more convenient for people to use, it will be so great. And it continue to integrate online tools. Okay, that is all I think that I want to say. Thank you very much.